Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to my YouTube lecture. And today we'll be covering one of the most important amendment in Finance Act 2019 related to transfer pricing provisions, which can be definitely asked in November 2020 examination or subsequent examination, that is May 21 or November 21 examination. And the section we'll be covering with related to transfer pricing is section 92 CE, read with Rule 10 CB. Very important section. It's an amendment section in Finance Act 2019 with relevant to a transfer pricing chapter. Very important, sir. So please be careful. 1 second. Sure. Okay. One of the very important amendments in Finance Act done by Nirala Sitharaman is from section 92 CE, read with Rule 10 CB, and the heading is secondary adjustments in certain cases. Secondary adjustment in certain cases. I'll give you the running notes of this and I expect you to copy this as and when I'll tell you when to copy. Keep on listening, sir, first. So secondary adjustment in certain cases. ये section कौन सा है? Section 92 CE. This was applicable with effect from financial year 16-17 or assessment year 17-18. Both of this section was introduced in financial 16-17 by Arun Jaitley, but amendment was done by Nirala Sitharaman in Finance Act 2019. Very important section, sir. So please be careful. ऐसा section को ऐसा समझ में नहीं आता. I have to cover with an example, then only you will understand. चुपचाप सुनो, आपको एक एग्जाम्पल से समझाता हूँ पहले, ठीक है? Now listen प्लीज सर. अगर एग्जाम्पल नहीं समझ में आया तो इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. सो पहले कॉन्सेप्ट को समझो, एग्जाम्पल को समझो. एग्जाम्पल, assuming an Indian company sold goods to Dubai company, one of its associated enterprises. One of its associated enterprises in financial year 18-19 for 100 crores. Sold बोलते exported. We are Indian company, we sold बोलते we exported the goods to Dubai. Okay. The arm's length price of the transaction is 110 crores. The arm's length price of the transaction is 110 crores. बस यहाँ तक. Nothing great, I have explained. Okay. अब सुनो. In the books of Indian company, we are always the Indian company. In the books of Indian company, चुपचाप सुनो. Assuming I sold on 31st March 19, last day of the financial year, what will be the entry in the books of accounts of Indian company for the sales made? Entry will be Dubai company account debit, that is debtors, to sales. सर मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल से समझा रहा हूँ, पहले एग्जाम्पल से समझो, वरना कॉन्सेप्ट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड विथ एग्जाम्पल. दुबई कंपनी डेटार्स टू सेल्स 100 crores. ओके, अब यहाँ तक क्लियर. एंड नथिंग बट the sales will be transferred to P&L account. So sales account debit 100 crores to P&L account 100 crores. Clear? चलो जान दो. अज्यूम करो 30th मार्च को बेचा, 1 day before. Clear? On 31st March I received the amount also. I received the amount of 100 crores, that is bank account debit to Dubai company 100 crores. I guess there is no issue till now with the transaction. Absolutely no issue. I exported goods on 30th March for 100 crores and received the amount on the next day. Absolutely no problem. Okay? Now in the month of May 19, audit was happening. An auditor found out the arm's length price of the transaction and informed the Indian company, "Hey, Indian company, you sold for 100, but the market value is 110. But the market value is 110. So we have to record at arm's length price." So auditor, or it was done suo motu by Indian company, whatever you want to say, in May 19 decided the transaction value should be 110, but we recorded at 100. So due to arm's length price or due to section 92C, we will pass one entry for the balance amount 10 crores. क्या है वो entry? Dubai company account debit to sales 10 crores. ये 10 crores कैसा आया? 110 minus 100. ये 10 crores कैसा आया? 110 minus 100. And this entry will be passed retrospectively on 31st March 19. I hope you can do a backdated journal entry in your books of accounts. Yes, possible, definitely possible. So I will pass this entry in the backdated 31st March 2019. यहाँ तक स्टोरी क्लियर? यहाँ तक स्टोरी क्लियर? नाउ रीजन. यहाँ तक स्टोरी क्लियर? ठीक है. सो अब क्या बोल रहा, दिस कॉन्सेप्ट आई डिड नॉट इवन स्टार्ट येट. अब क्या होता? इंडियन कंपनी विल फाइल रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम फॉर फाइनेंशियल ईयर 18-19. The due date when the transfer pricing provisions applicable is 30th November of the relevant assessment year. So 30th November 19 will be the due date to file the return of income. Now government says this 10 crores is called excess money. ये 10 crores को क्या बोलते? excess money बोलते. ठीक है, फर्स्ट रूल. and this 110 crores को बोलते primary adjustment. Please you remember the word, because that's the word I'll be using when I give the notes. This 110 crores or ALP is called primary adjustment. This 10 crores is called excess money, that is primary adjustment minus the arm's length price minus the transaction price. Government says what is outstanding in the books of accounts of Dubai company. बोलतो amount due from Dubai company as per books of accounts is still 10 crores. Yes or no? Technically we passed the entry with 100 crores, we received 100 crores. Again, due to an auditor told us the arm's length price is 110, we revised the entry, still the balance is 10 crores from the Dubai company, and the section says receive the 10 crores from Dubai company within 90 days. If you receive this 10 crores within 90 days, this section will not apply, and if you do not receive this 10 crores within 90 days, then I'll tell you what will happen. So now government says you file the return, receive the excess money. Excess money कितना है? Amount due कितना है? That is nothing but amount due of 10 crores from Dubai company. From Dubai company within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. This is the due date. I should receive this 10 crores from Dubai company within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. So from 30th November, if you calculate the due date, it is you should receive on or before 28th February 2020. I should receive on or before 28th February 2020. Calculate from here 90 days, you will get this date. Once again, I'll repeat 100 times because I know how important this section is for your examination. आपको मजाक लग रहा होगा, but I know how important this is. You sold the goods for 100 crores, you recorded 100 crores. Arm's length price was determined as 110 crores, that is called primary adjustment. Then we calculate the difference. The difference is 10 crores. The difference is called excess money, for which you pass an entry. This is amount due from Dubai company, still in the books of accounts is 10 crores. That amount shall be received. That amount shall be received. Money. That is called amount repatriated in India. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? amount repatriated in India. बोलते amount shall be received in India within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. Okay, I received. Yes, I received. No, I did not receive. Yes, I received. Then this section will not apply. No secondary adjustment required. If you receive that money within 90 days. If you have not received the money within 90 days, then the due amount shall be treated as advance given to Dubai company. The 10 crores, which is equal to the due amount, will be treated as advance given to Dubai company at interest. That is deemed assumption of department. If you have not received within 90 days, it is assumed that advance is given to Dubai company at interest on the expiry. 28th February, next day will become 1st March 2020. At interest, at what rate? That I will tell you. So once again I repeat, The rule is you should receive that money within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. If you received, this section will not apply, second adjustment not required. If it is not received, then this section applies. Secondary adjustment is required. ऐसे बोल तो secondary adjustment is required, and the 10 crores, that is the due amount or the excess money, whatever you want to say, will be treated as an advance given to Dubai company, the denomination, that too at interest on 1st March 2020. And I am assuming here SBI rate is 8%. That will be given in the problem. Assume SBI rate is 8%. Okay. So at interest. What rate? SBI rate, and plus recent circular has given whatever is the SBI rate, we will add 3.25% extra. We will add 3.25% extra. So that amount will be treated as advance given by Indian company to Dubai company at interest. And interest income will be calculated. Technically speaking, I am not receiving any interest from Dubai company. Government says we are least bothered. Get that 10 crores from Dubai company because you will receive foreign currency in India. We want that to happen, for which we are giving you 90 days from that due date return. Utta time hai, get that 10 crores in India in Dubai currency. If you do not get, if you get, well and good, this section will not apply. If you do not get, we will assume that you have given that amount as an advance to Dubai company at an interest of SBI plus 3.25%, and we will calculate deemed interest income. This interest you are not getting from Dubai, nor you are receiving from Dubai. Still we will ask you to pay tax on this deemed interest income. How to calculate, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. ये एग्जाम्पल पहले समझ में आना आपको. This 10 crores should be received within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income, that is on or before. Yes, I have received. Is it received? Yes, it is received. This section will not apply, no secondary adjustment. Not received, this section will apply, secondary adjustment is also required to be done. क्लियर, थोड़ा बहुत क्लियर आता. एक बार मेरे को कॉन्सेप्ट समझाने दो, फिर देखो. अब देखो, कैलकुलेशन ऑफ डीम्ड इंटरेस्ट इनकम विल बी कैलकुलेटेड. अब देखो, एरो मार्क डाउन. आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग हियर, बट यू विल कंटिन्यू योर नोटबुक वेर एवर you will write whenever I tell you. Arrow mark. Calculation of interest income. This will be for financial year 1920, assessment year 2021. Interest period will be from 1st March 20 to 31st March 20. Interest rate will be 8% SBI, and whatever is the SBI rate, government says we will add 3.25% fixed. We will add this. I'll give you in the notes also. 11.25, and the advance amount is 10 crores. Therefore, interest income will be 10 crores into 11.25%. This is for 31 days into 31 by 365. 10 crores into 11.25% into 31 by 365, 9,55,479. 9,55,479, and the entry for this amount will be Dubai company account debit to interest income, and this interest income will be credited to P&L account. Therefore, amount due as on 31st March 20 of Dubai company will be 10 crores plus 955,479 will be 10 crores 9,55,479. And if this amount is not received in financial year 2021 also, then again you have to calculate the interest income. But in that case, so in financial year 2021, assessment year 21-22, if you do not receive this income, or you receive this income in the middle of this year, then from 1st April till the date you received, on that interest income will be calculated on this amount at 11.25% for that particular period. If this amount is not received the next year also, again interest will come on this at 11.25% for entire 12 months by 12 months. This keep on. This is called deemed interest income, and this is called secondary adjustment. This is the rule. I did not give the notes also. I first explained the example. Now notes will become easy when I start writing it on the screen. This amount is called secondary adjustment, or is also called deemed interest income. Amount due will be 10 crore. Amount due from Dubai company as per books of accounts will be this much. In financial 2021, if even this amount is not received, then again interest will be calculated on this at 11.25% for that entire annum, and this amount keeps on increasing. This amount is neither earned by you, neither received by you. Still you have to pay tax on this, because this amount will be credited to P&L account. If any amount is credited, your profit will increase. Profit increases, tax also will increase. This is the one. Now before you start noting down, let us make the notes now. This was the concept, right? Now listen. First point. प्राइमरी एडजस्टमेंट बोले तो क्या? First point, what do you mean by primary adjustment? So the first point I am covering in this section is the definitions. Point 1, definitions. उसमें first definition which we will cover is what do you mean by primary adjustment. In my example, this 110 crore is called primary adjustment or arm's length price. Okay, so let's write what is primary adjustment. What is primary adjustment? It's nothing but the transfer. It means determination of arm's length price. Transfer price nothing but determination of arm's length price where either your income increases or loss decreases. I sold for 100 crores. The arm's length price was 110 crores. The 110 crores is called primary adjustment, nothing but arm's length price, because your income is increasing by 10 crores. Second definition. What do you mean by excess money? Excess money in my example was 110 crores minus 100 crores, 10 crores was excess money. How did I get that 10 crores? That is nothing but arm's length price as per primary adjustment, PA, primary adjustment, minus, that is 110 crores, minus actual transaction price or value, that is 100 crores. Arm's length price as per primary adjustment minus actual transaction value, that is called excess money, that is 110 crores minus 100 crores, 10 crores. Am I clear? Clear. थर्ड वन, ठीक है, यहां हो गया डेफिनेशन. सेकेंड पॉइंट, लिसन नाउ. सेकेंड पॉइंट, when will this section apply is the second question. We have understood the definitions, what is my primary adjustment, what is my secondary. Second question we are asking, when will this section apply? First point, when excess money the difference between ALP and all is less than 1 crore or greater than 1 crore. Less than 1 crore, 92 CE will not apply. In my example, what is excess money? It is 10 crores. It is definitely more than 1 crore, then the section will apply. Then we check transaction relates to which year. यहाँ तक कॉपी करो, स्लोली विल कंटिन्यू. प्लीज यहाँ तक कॉपी करो. चलो, copy till here. First point and 2 point in your notebook, please, everyone who is watching the video. Please sir, very important, whatever I'll write now I'll relate to the example. Primary adjustment means arm's length price, excess money means arm's length price minus the transaction price 10 crores. If it is less than 1 crore, this section will not apply. If it's more than 1 crore, then we'll continue the chart. Then we'll ask the transaction relates to which year. ठीक है, यहाँ तक क्लियर. Now we'll continue the chart. Transaction relates to which year? Arrow mark down. Transaction relates to which year? Arrow mark down and right. Divide into 2. Don't copy. I'll give you time. Don't copy. Transaction relates to up to financial year 15-16 or assessment year 16-17. Or the transaction relates to from financial year 16-17 or assessment year 17-18. It is up to, again this section will not apply. If it is, then we'll continue. Then we'll continue the chart. That's the reason this section is applicable from assessment 17-18 or financial 16-17. That is what we wrote in the heading also. With effect from 16-17 or assessment year 17-18. That is what we are writing here also. Arrow mark down and then such excess money shall be repatriated, repatriated into India within 90 days from such excess money बोलते the difference amount रही. In my example that is 10 crores. Such excess money shall be repatriated बोलते shall be received in India within 90 days from if primary adjustment is done due to AO order. PA बोलते primary adjustment, A बोलते is done due to A order 90 days from order of AO. If primary adjustment is done due to order of CIT appeals or ITAT or High Court or Supreme Court, then I should receive that money within 90 days from such order. Any other case, I covered this one, I shall receive. In my example it was any other case, I shall receive within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. Due date was 30th November plus 90 days 28th February was my example. It was this case in my example. Chalo. Then you do flower bracket for all three, arrow mark down, then we'll continue the chart. यहाँ तक कॉपी करो. चलो प्लीज़ कॉपी करो और अच्छे से कॉपी करो। चलो ठीक है। प्लीज से जल्दी कॉपी करो, क्विक। ठीक है, चलो let me explain it once again till here whatever we wrote, and we have to cover a lot before you start copying the example and the amendment. Till now I did not touch the amendment also. Primary adjustment means that 110 crores. Excess money is 110 minus 100, 10 crores. If it is less than 1 crore, the difference is this section will not apply. More than 1 crore, and if the transaction is related to this year's, this section will not apply. For this year's apply. Such excess money shall be received in India within 90 days from the date of AO order or appellant order, or from the due date filing return of income. Arrow mark down. Okay. Next, listen. Please listen. We did flower bracket, correct? We did flower bracket for all three. Next, is it received within 90 days? Answer can be yes, answer can be no. If answer is yes, no further adjustment required, nothing will happen. No further adjustment is required. If answer is no, what is not received? That excess money ra. 90 days from, we already wrote, from the date of order, from the due date of final return of income. It's not received. Then what is the spelling of repatriation? REP A, REPATRIATION, repatriation. Non-repatriation of excess money will be treated as advance given to associated enterprise and show under advances in balance sheet. Advances under the asset side of the balance sheet. non-repatriation of excess money, that is 10 crores, will be treated as the advance given to associate enterprise. Even that's not an advance, we'll assume that as an advance given to him, and it will be treated as advance given to associate enterprise. Clear? Next, once it is given, we have to calculate computation of interest. At what rate we gave? Computation of interest rate when excess money is not repatriated within 90 days. That is what we have to learn. I told you we will take SBI rate, that I'll write here. That's the rule. इससे better and easy language I तो cannot give sir. चलो यहाँ तक कॉपी करो. Flower bracket करो for all the 3 trees you wrote, and then continue all this. चलो. ठीक है. Computation of interest rate when excess money is not repaid within 90 days. What is the interest rate? We have to understand. Now listen. You're continuing the chart. You wrote computation of interest rate, right? Arrow mark down. Transaction took place. Don't copy. चुपचाप सुनते जाओ. Transaction took place. Rate as on. If the transaction takes place in INR, Indian currency, the transaction between Indian company and Dubai company took place in Indian currency, then we will take the SBI rate as on 1st April of that financial year. We will take the SBI rate as on 1st April of that financial year. Whatever is the SBI rate, we will add 3.25%. If the transaction between Indian and Dubai company took place in Dubai currency, that is in foreign currency, the transaction took place in the foreign currency, then we will not take LIBOR rate, we will not take SBI rate, we will take LIBOR rate, London exchange rate, plus 3% we will add. two things you have to remember. Here we are adding 3.25%. Here we are adding 3%. It depends on whether the transaction took place in Indian currency, foreign currency, and the rate will be taken as on 30th September of the financial year. This is also important. In the exam, he can give you 30th September rate and 1st April rate also. If it is LIBOR, we'll take 30th September rate. SBI we take on 1st April. But that all depends on whether the transaction took place in Indian currency and foreign currency. In my example, this example which I'll ask you to copy, I'll assume transaction took place in INR. I'm assuming that. That's the reason I took SBI rate plus 3.25%. SBI rate was 8%. I took plus 3.25%. Copy this. पक्का पूछ सकता सर ये अमेंडमेंट आपको मई नवंबर 2020 एग्जाम में और May 21 or November 21 exam. 100% sure question will come from this particular section, because right now I have only covered the provision. Now once you copy the example, after I give you time, I'll cover the amendment what happened. वो भी मालूम है ना amendment क्या हुआ, I'll cover that also. Copy till here. I'm sorry, 1 second. ठीक है, लिख लिए यहाँ तक. चलो, let us read the note points once again before we cover the amendment point also, sir, before you copy the example. Listen now, let's start once again. Primary adjustment bolto data arm's length price. In my exam it was 110 crores. Excess money 110 minus 110 crores. If it's less than 1 crore, this section will not apply. More than 1 crore, then we'll check the transaction relates to which year. If it's up to 15 sections, this section was not there only. From 15 sections 17 this section will apply, and this section says that excess money should be received within 90 days, either from the date of AO order or appellant order of this. If you don't fall under this, within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income, that excess money of 10 crores should be received within 90 days. Next question we were asking was this one. Did we receive within 90 days? Yes, we received. No, nothing will happen. No further adjustment is required. कुछ भी नहीं होता, छोड़ दो. No, I did not receive. Then I will calculate deemed interest income. Nothing but bracket में लिख लो, calculate deemed DII, deemed interest income. Calculate deemed interest income. Now the question is how to calculate the interest income. Interest income will come on the excess amount, but the question is what is the interest rate. That depends on whether the transaction took place in INR or foreign currency. INR SBI rate, foreign currency LIBOR rate plus 3.25 and plus 3, and that is on 1st April. This on 30th September rate will be considered. दिमाग में ऐसा बिठाना. The concept is you should receive that money in foreign currency so that we receive more foreign currency in India, and we want to see a day where 1 rupee is $40. Not $1 is 80 rupees, 1 rupee is $40. I don't know when will it come. For that, this concept was introduced. Secondary adjustment. यहाँ तक story clear? चलो. Now sir, ये adjustment, ये एंट्री को सेकेंडरी एडजस्टमेंट भी बोलते हैं, जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज. Now copy the example, then I'll tell you what is the amendment. I did not cover the amendment yet. I did not cover the amendment yet. कॉपी दिस एग्जाम्पल वरना कॉन्सेप्ट ही समझ में नहीं आता. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Please copy the example till here. Quick. Quick. Hello. Please copy the example here. I'll be back in 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Quick. Yeah, I hope till now it's completed. So we'll continue the example. Now please copy this. Check, copy this please. I hope it's completed till here. So now we are calculating the deemed interest income. It is calculated like this. I have some urgent work, sir. I'll tell you what you have to do. So continue the example. You have to copy this one now. Again, if this amount is not received, we'll assume this as advance money, and again interest will be calculated next year. If it's not received for the entire year, interest will be calculated for the entire year. If you get this amount in the middle of the year, from 1st April to the middle, again interest will be calculated for that number of days. So very this income, this interest income, this is neither earned nor received. Please understand that. Still you have to pay tax. This is neither earned by you, neither received by you. Still you have to pay tax on this. check. Okay. ठीक है, यहाँ तक हो गया। आई होप टिल हियर इट्स वेरी क्लियर सर। ओके, नोट्स भी दे दिया, ये दे दिया। अब द मोस्ट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड पार्ट आता, ठीक है यहाँ तक? ठीक, अब सुनो। Now heading will be, now comes the amendment. But to cover that amendment, all this was required. Amendment in Finance Act 2019, first section 92 CE. Amendment in Finance Act 2019 with relevant to 92 CE. Okay, heading लिखो, चलो जल्दी। Please जल्दी heading लिखो। I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll tell you what you have to copy. Amendment Finance Act Section 92C. Please come to page 242 of our module 2. You will find like this. Page 242 of our module 2. You will find this. You will find this. Okay, you will find this heading, analysis of amendments made by Finance Act 2019. What I expect you to copy is from here till here, you have to copy right now in your notebook. Exactly 5 minutes I am giving you. Please start copying from here to here. I'll be back in 5 minutes. This is the first amendment happened, so please copy from here to here, quick. I'll be back in 3 minutes, sir. So I hope you're copying from this, the word prior till here. Then I'll tell you what happened, what is the amendment talking about. Start please. Thank you. check. Fine. यहाँ तक हो गया सर. I hope I have given exactly more than 5 minutes for you to copy this. I was expecting you to copy from here till here. Even if it's not done, please pause the video and copy. And maximum I'll give you 1 more minute. जल्दी करो. चलो now listen. चलो listen now. I hope you have copied it. If it's not copied, pause करके कर लो. अब सुनो, the most complicated part will start now. सुनो. ठीक. You'll copy from here now. Okay, continuation of the example what we covered. The excess money was 10 crores and it shall be received on or before 28th February 2020 within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. If it is received, nothing will happen. It's not received, that 10 crores will be treated as advance. Plus calculate DII, deemed interest income, that we calculate, that we know how to calculate. Or amendment says you have one more option. This is the amendment. Amendment is giving you one more option. Before we don't have option. You have to treat it as advance and calculate DII. Or amendment says we are giving you one more option. That option is you pay tax at the rate of 9664% on excess money and close the matter. Either treat it as advance and calculate deemed interest income, that's okay, you had this rule before also. Now Act is giving you an option, pay tax on the 10 crores at the rate of 20.9664%. How did I get this rate? 18% is a basic rate plus 12% surcharge plus 4% cess. 20.9664%. एक बार कैलकुलेट करके चेक करेंगे. 18 plus 12% plus 4%. 20.9664%. You have to pay the tax on that excess money. When should I pay? Arrow mark down. You have to pay this tax on or before 28th February 2020. That is that 90 days time limit. So you have three options. Receive the 10 crores before this date, nothing will happen. You don't receive 10 crores before this date, either treat that as advance and calculate deemed interest income, or pay tax on this and the chapter gets closed. Next year nothing will happen. If you follow option 1, next year again interest income will come, again next year interest income will come, again next year interest income will come. It keeps on coming. If you pay the tax right now, the chapter gets closed for you forever for that particular transaction. Either do this or pay tax on excess money on or before 28th February 2020 on excess money, that is 10 crores. So कितना आता वो, copy till here, then I'll continue. सुनो. So pay tax, and the tax will be 10 crores into 20.9664%. 2 crores 9,66,400 tax you have to pay. When should I pay this tax? Pay within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. That's nothing but 28 February 2020. Pay this tax. But one more point you should remember, this tax whatever you pay, अच्छा यहाँ तक लिख लो, then I'll cover. So if you receive the 10 crores, this nothing will happen, कुछ भी complications नहीं होता. If you don't receive the amount, then you have two options: either treat it as advance and calculate deemed interest income, or pay tax at the rate of 20.9664% on the excess money, and the concept gets closed forever for that particular transaction. And when should I pay the tax? Within 90 days from the due date of filing return of income. You have to pay the tax on that excess money. Copy this. DII बोलते deemed interest income. DII means deemed interest income. ठीक है, लिख ले यहाँ तक. Now government, either you have please pause the video if it's not done and then you can copy. Either treat as advance or pay the tax on it at the rate of 20.9664%. One more point, how much tax you paid? 2 crores. This tax, first point, it cannot be debited to P&L account. You cannot debit this tax P&L account, and you cannot claim any tax credit of this amount. Cannot claim any tax credit of this amount. These 2 points you have to remember. You cannot debit this tax to P&L account, and this tax cannot be claimed as any tax credit. Like you claim advance tax and TDS as tax credit, this amount cannot be claimed as any tax credit. So if you follow option 2, option 1 concept will not apply. No concept of DII. No concept of DII. ठीक है, now listen. So cannot be debited to P&L account, cannot claim any tax credit. So now listen. So note 1, if we follow Option 2. What is option 2? That is pay tax. No DII concept, no deemed interest concept, nothing will apply. Note 2. What if we pay tax on 15th March 2020? The due date was I should pay the tax within 90 days. What was the 90 days time limit? Time limit was 28 February 2020. I should pay the tax, but I paid on this. What was the excess money? Excess money was 10 crores. Crores. 10 busum 40,45,300. 10 crores. Now government says we expect you to, if you go for option 2, you have to pay the tax within 90 days, that is before 28th February. But you paid on 15th March. For that 15 days, we will calculate DII. Deemed interest income will be calculated for 15 days. Or you can say for 14 days. 1st March to 1st March to 14th March. How will that be? 10 crores into 8 plus 3.25% by 100 into 14 by 365 days. Because you have not paid within the due date for the 14 days, we'll calculate deemed interest income also. That is coming to, check karo kitara, 10 crores into 11.25% into 14 by 365, 4,31,507. 4,31,507. Take the total. 1 crore. Sorry, 10 crores, 4,31,507. On this you have to pay the tax. Pay tax at the rate of 20.9664%. On this amount you have to pay the tax. That is 1,004,31507 into 20.9664%. 2 crores 10,56,872. So if you pay the tax before the 90 days or within 90 days, you have to only pay the tax. If you are paying the tax after 90 days, on the balance number of days, we will calculate the deemed interest income also. I am not telling, government is telling. And on this tax cannot be debited to penal account and cannot be claimed as any tax credit. And last, note number 3. Before we do few problems on this from my module. Note number 3. This section of 92 CE will apply in case of APA, Advance Pricing Agreement also. APA, that is covered under section 92 CC and 92 CD. Advance Pricing Agreement also, provided that agreement is entered, APA is entered on or after 1st April 17. These 3 points you should note down before we do the 3 balance problems remaining. We will do 3 problems on this secondary adjustment, primary adjustment concept. Sure. Copy this. Copy these 3 points quick. Rate याद रखना directly 20.9664%. $20.966 4%. ठीक है, लिख ले यहाँ तक. ठीक है. Now listen, let us do few problems from our module, that is our module 2. Please come to your module, please. Who are attending my sessions, they should have my model. Those are watching from YouTube, just listen to the example. This how questions can be asked from this particular concept. Okay, page 230, question number 19. Page number 230, question number 19. This one. Now listen. Now listen, please. Everyone on the screen. ठीक है. Page 230, question number 19, module 2. Konark Digital Solutions is an Indian company in which Yokohama, a Singapore-based company, holds 30%. First concept is both should be related parties. 92A speaks about it. One of the points is holding 26% or more. It's more than 26% related parties. That is Konark Digital and Yokohama Inc. are associated enterprises. During the year, the Indian company supplied laptops to Singapore company at rupees 800 per piece. The price of the laptop supplies to other related parties is 1200 per piece. I sold at 800, whereas the market price was 1200 per piece or unit. During the course of assessment proceedings, both the AO found out the arm's length price. AO carried out primary adjustment. Primary adjustment bole to arm's length price. He calculated the arm's length price. He calculated the arm's length price and added a sum of 130 lakhs. In my example, it was 10 crore. In my example, it added, underline added bolte excess money. In my example, it was 10 crores. Here it is 1.3 crores. 130 lakhs bolte 1 point. If it's less than 1 crore, this section only will not apply. Remember that. Being the difference between the actual price of 500 rupees and duly accepted. On account of this adjustment, the excess money of 130 is lying with Yokohama, Singapore. Bolte still it is due amount. Still it is due amount only. I did not receive that amount from that Singapore company. It's still due in my books of accounts. Clear? Now in this context, You are required to answer 3. What is the effect of the transaction on the taxable income of Konark for SMA 1890 on the basis declared an income of 250 lakhs and excess money still lying with Yokohama till today? Answer is not given properly. Answer is not given properly. Both amended answer is not given, but still you have two options. That 130 lakh should be received within 90 days from the date of assessment order. If it is received, well and good. Not received, you have two options. Treat it as advance and calculate DII, or pay tax on 130 lakhs at the rate of 20.9664% and close the matter. That is what nonsense you have to write. And here SBI rate is given 10.75 plus I will add 3.5 also, and we'll take the conversion rate is also given. We'll take on the 1st April date is also given, no problem. It means the transaction took place in Indian currency. Second bit, would the taxable income of undergo any change if there is an addition of 90 lakhs? Also, if the excess money is 90 lakhs less than 1 crore, this section only will not apply. This section will apply if the excess money is more than 1 crore. Third, what is the impact of the adjustment if such adjustment pertains to previous year 15-16 as against 16-17? If it is financial year 15-16 also, this section will not apply. We already covered this section will not apply if the difference or excess money is less than 1 crore or the transaction relates to financial year 15-16 or SMA 16-17. This section will apply if for a transaction relating to financial year 16-17 or assessment year 17-18. Second bit, it's less than 1 crore, this section will not apply. Third bit, the transaction relates to 15-16 financial year, this section will not apply. Old syllabus, 6 marks, November 2000. This is how questions can come on this particular concept. My job is to discuss the question and answer, sir. Your job is to read all this. It's not my job to read. It's your job to read the answer. Okay, pad lena answer, no problem. Next, come to question number 20, page 232. This one. Module 2. It was asked in 6 marks, May 2019, old syllabus. Muskaan MK India is an Indian company that manufactures cricket kits in India. MK is eligible for deduction at 10AA. 10AA तो SEC unit में है उन. For its UK sales, MK India has entered into a marketing agreement with Kits for Sports UK, a UK incorporated firm. MK uses patented design provided by KS UK. If you are using the brand name or copyright, patent and all, you are called related parties or associated enterprise under section 92A. You can open your 92A notes. 12 cases you have. One of the case will be this, using the patent or copyright or design of that another company. So here MK India and this UK company are related parties or associated enterprises. India supplied, both the Indian company sold, there's two company, Indian company, UK company. Indian company sold 30,000 units at the rate of 5,000 per unit. Okay. In the assessment, AO increased the price charge from 6,000 price charge by MK from KUSK to 6,000 per unit. I sold at 5,000, arm's length price is 6,000. Difference in income is 1,000 per unit into 30,000. 1,000 per unit into 30,000 units. 3 crores. MK India accepts such transfer price adjustment adopted by AO. As a result, there is an increase in income of MK Limited. How much is the increase? 6,000 minus 5,000 into 30,000 units. 3 crores. This is called excess money. Okay. Would MK India and UK will associate enterprise? Yes, because I am using the patent of that other company. Both are related parties or associated enterprises. Second, what is the liability of UK in respect of change in arm's length price in respect of purchase made? 3 crores is excess money. We expect you to receive within 90 days from the AO order. If you receive, well and good. If you don't receive, you have two options. calculate deemed interest income on 3 crores, or pay the tax at the rate of 20.9664% on 3 crores within 90 days. And on this 3 crores, there will be no deduction under Chapter 6A and 10AA deduction. Mr. MK contends that since the income is increased because of arm's length price, deduction claimed by it under 10A should also be increased accordingly. No, we already covered. Whenever your income is increased, on that increased income, deduction under Chapter 6A and 10AA deduction will not be available. You can check the answers. I am covering all recent examination questions. I want you to read the answer once, please. Quick. This is the answer. Read karo chalo. ठीक है, पढ़ लिए? फाइन, ओके. We'll do one more question. This is from RTP. We'll do 16-bit 2. Okay. Page number 227, module 2. Be careful. First bit. Research & Co. is engaged in providing scientific research services to several non-resident clients. Such services are provided to Being, which guarantees 15% of the total loans of Research & Co. Examining whether transfer pricing provisions are attracted. Remember, transfer pricing will apply only when they are related parties, and when they are related parties, that is nothing but associated enterprise under section 92A. One of the points is, if you take a loan and minimum 10% of the loan is guaranteed by another company, then they are called associated enterprises. Here it is 15%, then yes, Research & Co. and the clients or foreign clients are associated enterprise, because one of the points is, if the loan is taken by the party and minimum 10% of the loan is guaranteed by another company, then those two companies are called associated enterprises. Yes, they are associated enterprises. Second bit. Without prejudice to answer to 1, बोलतो independent of bit 1, assuming the transfer pricing provisions are attracted in this case, and that AO has made a primary adjustment of 225 lakhs. Primary adjustment nothing but arm's length price is 225 lakhs to transfer price, while an order dated and same was accepted by the company. What are the consequent requirement as per Income Tax Act and the implications of non-compliance with the said requirement? Assuming the transaction is denominated in Indian rupees. Indian rupees mein hai to we'll take the SBI rate as on 1st April. That is given as 8.15. To that we will add 3.5% extra. That is 11.65%. Excess money shall be repatriated to India within 90 days from the date of AO's order. If it is received within 90 days, no problem. If it is not received, then that amount will be called as advance money, and you have to pay interest as deemed interest income on that amount from the expiry of the 90 days at the rate of 11.65%. That is the answer given. Check kar lena. This is primary adjustment, sir. I want excess money to be excess money is primary adjustment minus transaction price. Transaction price is not given. This is not excess money. This is only arm's length price. Arm's length price minus transaction price. The difference is called excess money. That transaction price is not given. So this cannot be called as excess money. This is only the primary adjustment value or arm's length price value. RTP June 2019. This completes a very important amendment in Finance Act 2019 related to primary adjustment in certain case section 92 CE, and this also completes your transfer pricing chapter as well. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Keep smiling, stay safe.